everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. We did really well on yesterday's daily. Today's a daily. This video's a daily. Every day's a daily, if you want to get technical. You ever look at a calendar, you joker? 44,307 points yesterday. Not that amazing of a score, except that the run was not that good. So we came 38th, 0.28 percentile. Hilariously, about a week ago, on March 16th, 37th, 0.28%. Once a week, I've got a top, 1 in 500 run in me, apparently. That was, again, good for 38th yesterday, which takes me to 47th overall on the leaderboards. My friend Corey, he's at 33rd, 1.82 percentile. That's going to be tough, because that's like, 1.82 is like my above average run. So I got like an order of magnitude to go. And then Surix is up here. Surix plays at 25th% with 1.44. Now, she's only got 16 dailies in the past month, so I don't know. It seems a little fish. I'm just joking. Surix and Corey are both great Isaac players on Twitch. You should check out. It's a Maggie run. Maggie with the speed pill doesn't bother me. And we're going all the way this time. Alright, so we take our speed upgrade. It is basement 1, so since it's not an XL floor, I'm going to go to the curse room. And we're hoping, oh, that was real bad. We're hoping that we can pop off pretty quickly here, because to be honest with you, ooh, that's real nice. To be honest with you, we're going to need this momentum early here if we want to make sure that we make it to boss rush and hush, for example. Europa, by the way, Europa, the creator of Platinum God, and then, no, sorry, not Platinum God, that's a Luke. I got my wrong, European there. The creator of Greedbud and Greedbud Plus tweeted me and was like, hey, if you want more points on dailies that go to, or that you end up on the Void floor on, the real secret, and I hate this, but I appreciate the advice. The real secret is that you should do the entire floor, walk into the Delirium room, and then hit escape and exit. So I guess you don't get a point bonus for killing Delirium, so the actual optimal strategy, as hilarious as it sounds, is walk into the room to get the bonus for having seen the room, and then don't take any damage on the fight, or alternatively guarantee you take no damage on the fight by just exiting. I never would have thought of that. That's, some speedrunning psychology that I appreciate, although I don't know if I'd say I respect it. In my experience on dailies, you don't take Locust of War. Everybody, they pick up Locust of War and they go, this time's going to be different. It's probably not going to be different. I hate to inform you. Anyway, this run's fine so far. We made it through the first floor. We didn't waste any time, but we didn't really get super stacked either. I'm super stoked we got a key, though. And we did get HP, and HP is an important part of the process here, especially because we really, really do want a deal with the devil here. And on runs like this, there's like some serious butterfly effect stuff going on. 1 HP upgrade, 1 deal with the devil that you take when you otherwise wouldn't have been able to take it can make all the difference. Trying to make up a little bit of ground for the unnecessary damage I took on the last floor, but it's not that big of a deal. So, here's an interesting conundrum. Ludovico technique. I think I use this more than the average person. I'm not sure if that necessarily gives me a huge leg up on the competition, but I consider myself very comfortable with this item. Although I will say, no knockback would have cost us on a couple of these rooms so far, but hopefully that's not a big deal. We're looking for bombs. That could have been a library as well. It was pretty close to the spawn room, but we'll see. We're looking for bombs so we can get a tinted rock, but if we don't get hit, we technically don't really need to worry about a spirit heart. A key now would give us the ability to probably buy a spirit heart from the shop, or a bomb from the shop that would in all likelihood give us a spirit heart as well. So I actually feel like this run is very, very good right now. Obviously, like, when you get Ludovico technique, you want Brimstone. As much as it's, like, the easiest way out in, like, every situation, it really is a good call. I think I'm just gonna go fight the boss, see how that goes, and then we'll play it by ear from that point onwards. Brimstone Ludo is a fun combination that is also extremely good. So with no knockback, I can't really shoot this guy into the fires. I kind of have to hope that he goes into the fires by himself. I'm going to let our fly friend here take care of most of these orbs while I just leave Ludovico technique on top of the enemy. As long as, I mean, thank God we have that speed upgrade pill as Maggie, right? So, allows us to actually have a good chance to get away here. We get another HP upgrade. Not really what I'm looking for specifically at this point, but the Mark does a good job of making up for any, you know, DPS inefficiencies that we've got going on right now. Knowing that that other room is a shop, I straight up think we just ignore it, and we probably just head downwards here and be thankful that we gave ourselves a little bit of an extra time bump here, if that makes sense. Like, we don't really, if you'll excuse me here, we don't really have any way that we could have extracted extra value out of that floor. I guess we could have bought a bomb and then blown up the Tinted Rock, but I'm happier we've saved our money, I think, but the thing in dailies is, like, you never know, right? Like, in principle, the best play could have been X, but maybe that was the Tinted Rock that had Small Rock in it. You never know. And by never know, I mean, you know, we'll know immediately when the daily ends based on our ranking in many cases, but ignoring that, we'll never know. And we will open this. Trying to be a little bit more expedited in the manner in which I go through these floors, because honestly, I really think that I've been playing pretty well on dailies. Let me put it this way. When I put up a daily in which I come like 100th, I get a lot of people who are like, look at this stupid mistake that this idiot made. I'm 47th overall on the all-time leaderboards. You ever hear the expression, those who do, those who can't do, teach, and those who can't teach, teach, Jim? I don't believe in that expression. I think teaching is a noble profession. However, you're not a teacher just by leaving shit-talking comments in the YouTube videos. You have to, like, you know, part of being a teacher is you don't just roll up into class and be like, wow, way to go, you morons. You got your times tables wrong again. How stupid are you, idiot? I don't even know why I keep watching you idiots try to learn your freaking times tables, right? You gotta have a good, I was gonna say bedside manner, but that's, you know, an uncomfortable connotation and also not what I mean, but you've got to be affable and supportive and blah, blah, blah. That being said, all comments from this point onwards, I've cleared it with Google. You have to submit, if you're going to have an angry comment, you have to submit your greed butt rank, a screenshot of your greed butt rank along with it. And if you don't, then your comment gets relegated to low priority, where it only gets seen by other people with low priority status. That's a Dota joke, not necessarily a joke specifically about class warfare. Anyway, we got hit once, but it's not bad. I decided to go with Deep Pockets from the shop just because it's a versatile item that's okay. And Daddy Longlegs as well, a great item. We're actually very ahead of schedule right now. And we finally have some bombs, so I'm gonna take a little bit of extra time on this floor to try to find secret rooms, because we'd really like to find a library on the next floor. You know, an IV bag would actually be useful for us. More useful than a Yum Heart, so at least right now. And we're really, like, the run is so safe right now that really throwing in a little uncertainty would benefit me when it comes to just keeping my focus, because this run's getting a little too safe right now, if I dare say so myself. I have no idea where the secret room is. I was 100% convinced that it would have been right there, but it's not, so okay. Well, forget the arcade then. I could spend another little bit looking around for it, but I think anytime I find the ability to capture, you know, 20 extra seconds, we should do it, because that's maybe gonna make my blood pressure a little bit better when we get to the, our boss rush time here. I think that although the run is good right now, we are eager to find DPS upgrades. So this deal with the devil possibility here has me positively titillated. Luckily, we did not need our, we did not need a blood bank to access this boss trap room. Mind you, it's really just for points, because we didn't really get much in the way of consumables from it, but hey, fly, come back here. Thank God for Daddy Longlegs, by the way, because You know, against tanky enemies, the fight would be prohibitively long. Like, if we have to fight Mega Fatty, for example, that fight's gonna take ages. Except we have Daddy Longlegs, which now, you know, it might have to attack 10 times over the course of the fight, but at least it'll get the job done eventually here. And I actually, like, I find this a lot, but when my DPS sucks, I appreciate other items a lot more. And right now, I find myself actually really appreciating Pop-A-Fly, which previously, probably every time I picked up, I've been like, oh, this is garbage. Or, you know, oh, it's a Beelzebub enabler at least. But here it's actually done a pretty okay job of helping me not get, especially not get hit by enemies that got too close. But we got a long way to go here towards making this run powerful. It's survivable right now. It's very survivable, but it's not bordering on powerful yet. We need basically just damage. A tier stat would be fine as well. Shot speed would at least make us a little bit more maneuverable with the tier, but it really does come down to the D stat in DPS right now. But I got high hopes. You know, we've got our deal with the Devil Precedent. We haven't really needlessly taken damage on this run. We've been hit a few times, maybe only a couple times actually, but in situations that I would consider fairly okay to get hit, you know, fairly understandable at least. We get the Mind, which is extremely helpful when it, oh, careful. Extremely helpful when it comes to making it to boss rush. And conversely later our Hush fight. I'm gonna peep this. Basically, I spent a key to go in there to get like 30 points. And I'm okay with that. I think it's 30 points net, by the way, not 30 points, like, and then also you lose a key, which is worth, like, 8. So, I don't think that's the kind of thing that separates the top scores from the low scores. I really think that mostly it's, comes down to damage penalty, but every little bit helps, and it's probably a good practice to go to the shop anyway. I knew it. I knew we could at least try to get it without touching the spikes. Oh, I should have just walked out, but we got lucky. It's a very rare situation here, but we are going to be able to, like, breeze, and I hate to say this because it's just, like, I don't believe in the concept of a jinx, but I sort of am inviting derision if I get this wrong. I'm gonna play this twice, just to see. I'm gonna blow it up. We're gonna be way ahead of schedule for boss rush, which is beautiful. Okay, that, I don't have an excuse for that one. So we're gonna be able to spend a lot of time on an arcade or something like that, or more boss trap rooms later, and that's a very good thing, you know, we can do more than our due diligence. And this, I don't understand at all, but I am gonna get very aggressive here. We're gonna take Incubus and, Whore of Babylon, hoping that we can get an easy Whore of Babylon enabler later, like Abaddon, for example. Now, Incubus with Ludovico technique is not that amazing. Full stop. But it is helpful, especially when we're moving. And it's possible that, depending on how good our tiers get, maybe we could find a way to make them both work in conjunction with one another. Yumheart versus Anarchist Cookbook or Necronomicon. I actually feel like, I mean, there's a situation in which Yumheart is best for us. I feel like Necronomicon might be the better choice, just so we can get, like, some value out of it. Because we're really getting no value at all out of Yumheart. So I think getting anything is valuable here. Now, Booger Tears strikes me as possibly being terrible with Ludovico technique, or possibly doing nothing. Like, I don't, or maybe I want a Ludo tier to get stuck to an enemy, I don't know. At the very least, Incubus will have Booger Tears now, which is, if not necessarily a huge deal, at least something, you know? I don't think I want to use a bomb there. I'd rather use a bomb to maybe get a Spirit Heart back or something like that. But we're still trucking along here. Oh yeah, so our tiers do sometimes still get stuck to enemies. Okay. Again, I don't know if that's good. I guess it's good as long as they continue to do their own damage instead of just doing, just doing the booger tier damage, which is considerably less, I think. It does make our booger tier less versatile, though. I'll give you that. So a 3-cent Spirit Heart is not bad, but I do want... Ooh, I do want the arcade chance. And then, I wish our tier didn't get destroyed. But I guess it only gets destroyed if it's attached to an enemy that dies. It's not that bad. Oh, invisible enemies. I got super confused there. So save Temperance for the next floor. It could be very valuable for us. I don't know. I feel like this is relatively fine, to be honest with you. And we can hold 2 cards, so we probably use our High Priestess card on whatever this boss is, because I don't like to use it on Mom, because I have, like, memories of that killing us, or at least hurting us in some way that I've blocked out of my memory. Or at least blocked out the origin. I just feel the pain. Who would have thought? This run is, like, not really that powerful. I guess it's very efficient in the way that it deals damage. Ooh, Cracked Crown. Cracked Crown is no joke. That is a stats increase. And we got... And it increases all of the stat increases we've gotten, I believe. So, stands to be a very good trinket for us later as well. Again, I'll play this 3 times. Ooh, silver dollar feels lucky. Not good enough. So we're really, I mean, not banking on, but it would be great for us if we could get the blood bank on the next floor via the arcade. So, oh, dude, High Priestess the shit out of this guy. Yeah, one of the most annoying bosses in the game. To handle him like that felt awesome. Please, a deal with the devil. Oh, and the pentagram. And the deal is Krampus. Ain't nothing wrong with this. We'll take either item. Lump of coal is probably better, so thank you. We're so far ahead of schedule for boss rush, and it really, like, this is a very sensible run right now. We have no arcade, but we got so much time. So, I think... Wow, Lump of Coal's doing great work, dude. I think we'll just wait on the blood bank. But it is my intention to use it on this floor. Probably the wrong style of room to use that on, but at least it made it faster. I know we're getting a lot of HP drops, and that would seem like the right opportunity to use the blood bank. Ooh, a Spirit Heart from, I think, just a random enemy. If we were going for time, this is probably where we would say, like, we're gonna teleport here. Mr. Boom is, like, almost tempting, but I think that I'm less into this item and more into the Necronomicon, at least recently. I'm actually, to be honest with you, I'm very excited about how this run looks right now, at least from a score standpoint. I don't think I've got... I mean, like, if I could do things over again, I wouldn't take Booger Tears, I'll just be honest with you. But I think that we're extremely competitive right now. I expect that we're extremely competitive relative to the competition. Like, I don't think there's any reason we couldn't have a good rank today. Like, that room, absolutely a no-brainer. If we can at least, yeah, take out a couple of these guys. Our shot speed is still relatively bad, so it's hard to, like, maneuver this tier in a timely fashion, but it's okay. No greed. No greed. Humbling Bundle is absolutely worth getting, so we're going to try to do so right here. Also, we can activate Whore of Babylon. That's a great point that I did not originally conceive of. So we're going to go grab the HP that's back here. This might not quite give us Humbling Bundle, but it'll probably take us close. Okay, it will give us Humbling Bundle. My mistake. Unless... No, wait, we already have over 15 cents. Whore of Babylon, I don't really need it to be active right now. Although I would like it to be active right now. Well, now we don't have enough money, so we'll... immediately we got more money after walking over that. That's fair. Okay. So 2 keys gives us 2 bombs. And, well, 3 keys gives us 2 bombs and then 2 extra keys and some money. Alright, I'm not against that. Didn't conceive that that enemy would be there. This is an important moment. Just do not throw right now, and you're in a pretty great spot, I think. We'll take our HP, because I do want to go back and play that blood bank, because it's paying out with twice as much money now. But our HP is in a worse situation now than it's been in a while, and it's largely because we just haven't had much / any drop. But we can work around it. $3 bill is actually okay, but I'm gonna go a little bit more aggressive here. Because of Cracked Crown, I figured, you know, Blood of the Martyr. 1.40 damage is certainly not bad. We're going to be able to go to the boss fight right now. The question is whether or not we want to, but to be honest... Oh, I dodged right into it. To be honest with you, not really a question. I'm kind of freaking out right now, and we have no reason to freak out right now. Everything's going actually fine. We should be able to kill Mom reasonably quickly. I'd say we have at least another minute in here. So, just, you know, bad trip. It's not a bad pill to be holding, at least. We got some more money. I do want to buy that. There was like a playing card back there. I want to check that out. And we do... Living through boss rush should be like our big concern right now. So let's do that. Do you want to play this? Play this. Play this. Please give me Blood Bag. I would love it. Go crazy for it. 2 of diamonds. This is a great point boost, I'll be honest with you. Not quite what we're looking for right now. I will take this even though it ruins Whore of Babylon. I want the HP, and we're going to end up picking it up anyway, is the thing. Like, because of the little Chad, we're going to end up ruining Whore of Babylon anyway. The only way to reliably not get Whore of Babylon, I think, for us, is to lose all of our red hearts. So an Abaddon pickup or something like that would be awesome. Alright, let's go kill Mom in a timely fashion here. I'm actually wondering, like, maybe Booger Tears is awesome. Because after I land a Booger Tear on an enemy, can I start just firing out of control with Incubus? Maybe get the value out of both? Trying to find a silver lining, at least. So no deal with the devil, but the Polaroid is good, of course. And then Monstro's Lung Fruitcake. I guess you just take Fruitcake, honestly. And I don't know what's going to happen, like, to our tiers here, but... What are the effects of Fruitcake? I never remember. Like, maybe we can get... I mean, obviously Godhead exists, as you've seen, but... And Explosivo and, you know, Holy Light and stuff like that, but... can we get, like, Lusty Blood? Not Lusty Blood. Serpent's Kiss is what I mean to say. Can we get Serpent's Kiss? That would be excellent. We're not quite as fast as I'd like to be here. I also have no idea where my Ludovico tier is. Oh, there it is. I blew myself up. Dicey. Quite dicey. Oh my god, we may actually die here. No, no, no. I refuse. Necronomicon, obviously, like, not a big haul right now. So, Fruitcake just doubles the badness of our Ludovico synergy here, because it gives us the chance to get, Fire Mind, which is not doing us any favors, honestly. Is it a net positive? I do not know. Well, the other one was Monstro's Lung. And I was looking at it, and I was like, both of these are potentially fairly dubious. With Ludo, so thank you. Thank you, Daddy Longlegs. So our principal goal, we want to get out of here. Wow, that's a crazy shot speed on Gertie there. We want to get out of here by like 26 minutes at the actual latest. What I would describe as the big problem right now, apart from our, like, god-awful synergy, is the fact that, we have no means to replenish our spirit hearts. Red hearts are less of a concern, because there's a lot of them around here, but, you know, once we get down to the womb, things are going to become a little dicier, I think it's fair to say. It's very hard to keep my, like, keep track of this Ludo tier. So yeah, I mean, I'll just go ahead and say that I've made a mistake on this run. Previously, I was very pro Ludo on this run. I think... The thing is, you've got to enable boss rush either way, but... It probably would have been better for us to not take Ludo. And if we take Ludo, which obviously is how things worked in the official timeline, we should have not taken... Oh, although we did get, what is that item called again? We did get Serpent's Kiss on that one right there, and that's a very valuable little bit of HP. I'm not using Necronomicon, by the way, because I'm just waiting for bosses like Larry Jr. that it'll basically just kill in one go. Maybe we're just better off stacking up Incubus shots, honestly. Like, our Incubus shots are actually very, very strong. Yeah, I'm starting to think that this might just be the right way to do it. We're looking for more... Honestly, like, Holy Light is the best shot we're hoping to get right now. So, like, stack up a shot. Smash up the gray one, bought me a red. Every time we hit the parking lot, we turn heads. The gate is still extremely alive. Daddy Longlegs also doing amazing work for us. I think we've recovered on this boss rush. Like, there were obviously some times where things were a little dicey here. And this is a pretty weak enemy. Well, I mean, that was a pretty weak enemy. Mega Fatty is obviously annoyingly strong. Sometimes you got to adjust on dailies, you know? It's not about winning, it's about optimization. So, well, I mean, it's sort of about winning, though. I don't know what I've done to that tier, but I like it. So, like I said, 26 minutes at the latest, so we're kind of coming up to the gun here. But I think we're going to make it in time. And we do have the Mind. This is a good boss for this. We do have the Mind, and that should allow us a decent chance to do this. The Hush fight, I mean, I foresee that potentially being an issue. And I think you'll forgive me for thinking that, because kind of... I mean, I think against enemies we're very strong, against bosses we're a little weak. And Hush is like the ultimate asshole boss, so... Gotta be a little careful there. We're done, we're done. Okay, beautiful. I do want all these, because we are going to use 2 of diamonds later, and we want our points. I don't think we took a ridiculous damage penalty there, although obviously I would have loved for it to be lower. And we're down to the next floor. In a semi-timely fashion that is maybe not quite as timely as I'd like. We have like no bead on Guppy, so... And now Ludo can shine again, as far as I'm concerned. I didn't really want to do this whole room, but after being on it for like a couple of seconds, I was like, maybe these enemies are dying pretty quickly. We just made it work. It is kind of tempting to fight this mini-boss, because mini-bosses could give us... Ah, it didn't hurt us, it didn't hurt us. Mini-bosses could give us some stuff that we really value right now. That is so useful. I mean, the thing is, like, we have to fight Hush, so... There's really no getting around it. One way or the other, we have to survive. Otherwise, like, I'd rather die on the Hush fight giving it a solid attempt than not go to the Hush fight because we think we're gonna die. So, I mean, maybe that's short-sighted, admittedly. Look at this. Like, we feel so much stronger when we're on rooms as opposed to bosses, but unfortunately, a lot of the remainder of this run is gonna be bosses. Eternal Heart. It is an Eternal Heart. Okay. Now, that could be a bad thing if we get like Abaddon or something like that, but I'm willing to take that bet right now. That blast assist shot, like if you can't kill him fast enough to not have to deal with it, is basically just about like a prediction. Okay, so shot speed is fine. Our card is the Magician, which is not very relevant, and it's Betrayal, which is not good. So, you know, just let go. That's the easiest thing to do there. You got no reason to be there. We made relatively good time. And this floor, or this room, you just go, fuck it. Like, I'm not doing this. Are you crazy? So I would feel a lot better if we got a lot of Spirit Hearts on this floor. I doubt that that's gonna happen. But we might as well, you know, if you're dreaming, dream big, right? Spaceships don't come equipped with rear view mirrors, they dip. That is extremely great. So I'm also going to try this. Please, none of my tier effects, like, magnetize this tier into that angel statue. I'd be real mad. On another Eternal Heart. I lost the ability to speak because I was so excited. Hanged Man. Also basically worthless. Bad Trip and Two of Diamonds are both extremely valuable right here. So, again, like, the run seems really bad on Boss Rush. And then we get to the womb and it's actually awesome. Like, it's actually amazing. Gotta pay very close attention to see when your Ludo tier dies, though. But again, we're about to face what should be the most difficult challenge on this whole run. On many runs, to be honest with you. Got a Spirit Heart for that. We did get a Deal with the Devil. It's Plan C, which we just cannot take. Alright, well, we made it, like, extremely in time. Not a very good room there. I don't know. This one's kind of... Either of those could be useful. Just need to see what we get in here. I mean, because we're going to be buying everything in this shop, you do buy the Steam... Well, we're actually not going to be buying everything in this shop because we don't need the compass. But we do want the Spirit Heart. And I guess we want the bombs. Can always double up later. So Sack of Sacks is very, very good. But we didn't really get... I was kind of hoping for some kind of, like, you know, smoking gun or something here. We did not get that. Verp gives us another power pill. The last pill we took was on the first floor. That's amazing. So we're going to take Farting Baby. And then I feel like we'd rather have E. coli... If only because I think Pupilla Duplex just does nothing. It just does nothing for us right now. So I'm going to engage Boss Protocol. And Boss Protocol is basically fuck Ludovicio technique. Stack up as many Incubus booger tiers as possible to deal damage. What? I got hit by my own explosion there or something? So this did not go particularly badly. Hush is very good against booger tiers, by the way, but what are you gonna do, right? Hey, what are you gonna do? Ah, fuck. So I would not be surprised, and you're gonna think, as of right now, that this is premature, but I believe it. By the way, I just hate the camera with Ludo sometimes. You're gonna think this is premature right now, probably, but... I do think that there's a good chance we end up losing all of our Spirit Hearts. So I'm actually... What I'm trying to do now is keep the Ludo tier close We'll keep shooting with Incubus, but the idea is that, you know, if this Ludo tier stays in there, that's good. And if the Ludo tier gets in there and then gets destroyed, we have, like, carte blanche to just attack as much as we want with Incubus. So, it's definitely, like, in terms of motor function, like, it requires much more attention than the average Isaac run. That was bad. Because we've got to be paying attention to, like, where all of our tiers are at one time here. I was wrong, by the way. Apparently, Hush is horrible against booger tiers. I really thought that every time he disappeared, we would lose all of the ones that we'd built, but apparently not. Oh, a luck. I want to see many luck upgrades. My hope is also that, basically, we're going to be able to get many chests on the chest. Because at this point, half of the fun of this run is going to be seeing how our tier effects affect things. Now, I don't think that for many people this will end up being a bad daily. So the real question is, have we gotten, like, a tax break for our zaniness? Like, we've made things go very strangely. Is that going to end up being a positive for us? I have to imagine that there's a decent chance that the answer to that question is no right now. But that's okay. Honestly, considering I thought we were going to lose all of our spirit hearts there, and I was okay with that as an option, relatively pleased that we didn't. And, you know, this is like an extra 60, 70 points somewhere around there. As long as we manage to pick it all up and then get into the beam of light as quickly as possible. But not really a great floor in terms of making our Hush fight, or sorry, making our run that much better, but still. So now we've done our part. We've done the two things that are most difficult to do, or most tricky to do at the very least, not necessarily difficult on a daily. And now our only goal is to take as little damage as possible, go to every room, at least in most situations. And so there's never even a Mega Satan door. So I figured saving 2 keys is the best option for us here. I will re-roll our run, and it's really because this run is weird right now. And time will tell if this is a good decision, but I will say we do have 85 damage. Is that Ipecac? Yes, okay. That's not necessarily bad. We do have Strange Attractor. We might never need to attack. I see we have Cursed Eye as well. We might never need to attack, to be honest with you, with our Ipecac shots, because our lasers might be just potent enough. Oh, they're so potent enough to do the job. Yeah, so I'm probably never going to shoot with Ipecac, at least except when I am forced to shoot with Ipecac by entering a room. This is awesome. Algiz, I will take it. Straight up, an amazing reroll. I do want to see what our bombs are like as well. What do we got here? Perthrow. I'll take Perthrow over Algiz. I'll take Perthrow over Algiz. I'll take Perthrow over Algiz. You see, that's the Dead Kennedy's California Uber Alice. Gotta stop explaining the joke. It just cheapens it for the people who got it. It's a little tricky to aim the laser. I'll give you that. You know, it's got a little bend to it. As long as we move, it has a bend to it. If we stay still, it just kills everything pretty quickly. But we're also moving around for whatever reason. I got no idea. We got some kind of magnetism going on right now. We're not Guppy, but I wonder if these flies are just from Beelzebub. And they've managed to last this long, because I don't think we've got the mulligan. We had to shoot there because I wanted to place a bomb. Alright, so we're going to be able to, honestly, coast this daily into the finish line right now, which is great news. We don't need to stop shooting to place a bomb. I really thought our tiers would magnetize to it, but help me, please. Thank you. We should be able to coast through the rest of this daily. We're gonna double Perthrow. We're gonna kill the boss instantly, which was not what I was going to say, but that's pretty cool. We're going to just try to take as little damage as possible, and I think that there's no reason we shouldn't be top 250 today. Apart from that, I got no idea, to be honest with you. This runs in a bit of a crazy spot. I think we'll take Finger and reroll the rest, and take Virus. Could be Spun. It's not. We'll take Sissy Longlegs. We might as well take Box of Spiders, honestly. I don't think I missed... There we go. I don't think I missed many obvious opportunities on today's run. It's always possible that I'm just incorrect about that, but I think that we should really expect a decent ranking today. Even though I did take damage, the temptation, I think, is to be like, oh, I took any damage at all, I'm fucked. You know, I'm not going to rank well. I don't think that's the case. I think we will continue to rank, or we will probably perceive ourselves to have ranked pretty well here. We shouldn't skip consumables, but we should skip that item, believe it or not. Having 2 viruses is just going to cost us points without actually giving us anything. I'm still trying to get over, like, it's like the greatest full-run reroll I've ever seen in my life. I did take Continuum. Probably not advisable, but also not relevant in the very least. And Blue Baby is already dead. Captain, your men are already dead. Bad idea. Just took a little hit there. That's all right. Took a little hit. Took a little hit on your daily run. So you figure, you know, Shoop the Whoop is probably going to be quite damaging right now. Really, we're just getting, like, the 30 points for finishing every extra room here. Who knows? In the end, this might move us up, you know, 5 leaderboard positions. So we got to do it. Mostly, like, I'm just motivated by the fact that I don't want Sinvicta to call me out on Twitter about my daily performance. You can rely on that guy. Whenever he beats me on a daily, he makes a very public tweet. And why don't you make a public tweet about your all-time leaderboard position? Oh, wait, you can't because you're not in the top 100? Yeah, that's what I freaking thought, Sinvicta. Go pretend these enemies are Sinvicta. Go, I am crushing your head. Okay. We should look for the secret room. That was stupid. Just place a bomb. That might not have found it. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's just leave then. I wouldn't... This run could go anywhere. I wouldn't be surprised if this was like 100th. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 200th. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 50th. 129. So we're right in that incredibly large area that I painted for ourselves. But I think we did well on today's daily, especially considering the inequalities we faced at some points, like with our Ludo tiers. But what a great reroll. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.